What's your story behind a PB&J?
I want a sandwich. I make a sandwich. I eat the sandwich.
You think I care about that? Look, I can do whatever I want, all right? If I want to shoot a paintball gun at my dad, I'm gonna do it.
Good shot, son. I'm proud of you.
Will you marry me?
What?
Okay, really, could you stay in the cab? I'm sorry, I'll be right there, I promise. Or maybe I won't. What's your answer?
It's Hard-Headed Sports with Spinny and Fetty Bus. Famous for their podcasts, you can now catch them right here on The Al Travis Show.
Yeah, we've got him Spinny with us from Hard-Headed Sports. Spinny, how you doing today, my friend?
I'm doing well, Al. How are you this morning?
Yeah, no complaints. Going to be a good week. We're doing a little best of show tomorrow. I'm going off on a charity golf thing, so we got a best of show tomorrow, but we'll be back Monday. It's been a good week. With the Ole volleyball gals, how are you doing? For folks who don't know, Spinny is like a big coach up there.
Good, yeah. Had a good last weekend. Went 3-0, beat the number one team in the country on Saturday night. That was pretty fun.
When did the numbers come back out? If you beat them with the thrashing you did, should you not get ranked?
We did not get ranked. We did receive votes, so we are receiving votes now. Just not enough to get in the rankings, so that was fun. Just keeping at it. We played Carleton College last night, and 1-3. That's our crosstown rival. We play for the Battle of the Bell, so that was fun. Our team was ringing the bell all over last night, so that was fun. And then we have Bethel on Friday, so little 5-game winning streak we're on right now, just kind of putting stuff together. So hopefully we can keep moving forward.
Well, it's getting noticed, obviously. If you're getting votes and you win the number one ranked team, I got to think at some point you got a shot at this. You have a tough schedule, right? Didn't you say that one time?
We do. Through the toughest part of our schedule, ranked team-wise, but now it's MIAC, a lot of MIAC play and conference games. So the real fun, make it or break it part of your schedule. So it's gonna be good. All
right, fantastic. Let's talk some Minnesota Vikings, because I like talking about them more than I do the Twins. We got lots to talk about today. Your Minnesota Vikings going to be in Ireland, 8:30 in the morning on Sunday, taking on the Steelers. Wentz looked good. I mean, good enough. The team looked fantastic. Defense was off the charts. Addison comes back, and they're saying that he and Wentz are working really well together. Have we moved past JJ already?
No, I don't think we've moved past JJ, but there is a lot more things you can do with an offense and such when you have a veteran quarterback and someone who has been around the league and started for as many teams as Wentz has. So it will be fun to see kind of the development of that from last week to this week.
And what is your prediction? What's the game going to be like in Ireland? What's the numbers?
I'm going to go 24-14 Minnesota. I have not been impressed with Pittsburgh, to be honest. I mean, they played New England last week and won 21-14, and New England had 5 turnovers. Five turnovers, and the Steelers won by 1 touchdown. The defense for Pittsburgh does not look as good as it was last year, and their O-line is bad with Rodgers at 40 years old. So I think Brian Flores will take advantage of that with some exotic blitzes and stuff and get some good pressure going on against them. So I really like our matchup there.
Yeah, the line is 2.5 for Minnesota, which I find that hard to believe. Aaron Rodgers could have a very, very bad day.
I think so too. I just don't like the matchup for Pittsburgh. Like I just think they don't match up very well with us. Now, DK Metcalf against our corners and such, there could be a big play or two, but I've not been impressed with either side of the ball really for Pittsburgh, and they are getting wins. You got to give them credit. Yeah. They are getting wins. But I think coach against coach-wise, we're pretty even. I mean, Mike Tomlin's a great coach, but I think our staff is better, so they will not have that advantage like I feel like they have most weeks. And I just like our matchup. Plus we play well in Europe. The Vikings have historically played well over there. So
the other matchups that we're concerned with, Cleveland is at Detroit. They've got Detroit at 9.5 points. That's not even be close, is it?
That's a Survivor League pick of the week, probably, if you haven't used the Lions yet. I don't think that one's going to be close.
All right. And Green Bay is at Dallas. They've got Green Bay still at 6.5 points. You generally get 3 for being at home. Is Dallas not what we think they are?
And Dallas is pretty bad. I mean, we kind of saw it last week. I think Green Bay rolls in this game because they are ticked off over last week in their absolute collapse to the worst team in the league. So I think Green Bay probably takes that one over Dallas. Just you don't lose a lot of games against teams that are worse than you coming off a loss to a team that was worse than you.
Yeah, yeah, no kidding. All right, so we'll take all that. Let's go to the U of M Gophers. They take on Rutgers. Got any thoughts on this game?
What do you know the line on this game? I didn't find it before.
I'm looking at it now. They don't put it on the university website because that's gambling.
I suppose that makes
hate to discuss such things.
Minnesota neg 4.5. So sounds like the Gophers could win this game. I mean, both teams are pretty close to each other. It's Kaliak Manis again, former Gopher, playing against them. But I think the Gophers could take this one. I think we might actually see a 3-1 start from our Golden Gophers.
Don't with the 3-1. You played Northwestern State. You played Blue Buffaloes or something. You want to see where we stand in the world? Wait for one more week. October 4th at Ohio State. Can they give you 55 as a number, a plus 55? That's what Ohio State's going to be. You watch that. We'll find out who we really are.
Yeah, I mean, Ohio State's probably going to be like neg 14.5 in that game.
Yeah,
but
at least. All right.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to go to break. I know you're not going to love this much, but I want to talk the Lynx, but I have to talk your Minnesota Twins and baseball on the other side. I know you've moved on, but there's actually playoffs coming up. We're going to talk about it on the other side. I've got Spinny from Hard Headed Sports.
When the stakes are high at the Minnesota Capitol, you need more than a lobbyist. You need a partner. At Momentum Advocacy, we bring nearly 90 years of combined experience in government relations, public affairs, and strategic communications. From nonprofits to national corporations, we help organizations navigate Minnesota's political landscape with integrity, insight, and results. Whether you need legislative champions or headlines, Momentum Advocacy delivers. For more, visit momentum-advocacy.com. Momentum Advocacy, your friends at the Capitol.
Achieving your financial goals requires individual planning and a comprehensive approach. At Midwest Money Management, our mission is to provide you with the knowledge, tools, and confidence to feel comfortable financially today and secure about tomorrow. Learn more at MidwestMoneyManagement.com. That's MidwestMoneyManagement.com.
Securities offered through JW Cole Financial Inc., member FINRA and SIPC. Advisory services offered through JW Cole Advisors Inc., Midwest Money Management, and JW Cole Financial Inc. and JW Cole Advisors Inc. are unaffiliated entities.
kidding me?
You know that comment you said to the radio? The thing that we got wrong?
Clearly, Brussels sprouts are the worst vegetable.
Call us and let the world know your thoughts. 855-257-7469. That's 855-ALS SHOW.
Spinny, I messed that up. I want to hit one other thing with the university because I know you're big on it. The women's volleyball team. Am I reading this correctly? It says here they are 10-1 and a 10-game winning streak. So they lost their very first match of the year. I'm looking now, out of those 33 games they've played, they've only lost 3. Is this soft schedule start thing, or are they really that good?
It is a softer schedule start.
Okay.
We have played some good teams, but not like the Big Ten schedule we're going to play. I mean, there's, currently 6 teams in the top 25 in the Big Ten, so we'll kind of see going into conference play here what it's like. It's going to be hard for the Lady Gophs this year. Our libero ACL out for the season, our outside 2 back injury out for the season, our second middle injury out for the season. So 3 starters from our 8 rotation players from the beginning have been injured and are out for the season. So I'm a little skeptical of how we're going to perform in conference play, but it's been awesome so far. Still ranked 12th in the nation, so can't complain given especially the injuries we've seen.
How does this work, Spin? You say there are 8 gals on a team, right? Is there a second string, the JV, if you will, that you can bring up when this happens like that? You can't tell me they're out 3, but now they're going to play 5 kids, right? I mean, how does that work?
There are 18 players on a roster. Usually 8 or 9 is what is in your rotation. So players that are playing at least 3 rotations of the match, whether it's front row, back row switches, or whatever that looks like. So when we talk about, I know there's only 6 on the court, but when I talk about 8 or 9, those are the players that are in the rotation.
All right. That's how much I know about volleyball, so I'm glad you squared it away for me. WNBA, real quick. The Lynx have an issue?
I mean, that was definitely a huge collapse, right? I think we were up.
They were up 20 at one point in the third.
20. Yeah, so not ideal. Offense looks stagnant at some points, but it showed the Carrington injury, the player we traded for halfway through the season. I think this was the type of game where you needed a player like her, super gritty, gonna call some people out and also go get buckets. And I think we did miss Carrington tonight, but no, I don't think there's a real issue, and I think we win this series and go to the finals. But this team had a little bit of questions as far as, keeping leads and consistent scoring, and I think that's why we traded for Carrington. So not perfect, but I still think we win the series.
All right, they play again, just for folks to know, tomorrow night at 8:30. That's on ESPN2, so we'll be able to watch that match. I'm kind of excited about it. Now, Major League Baseball, and I know you've moved on past the Twins. I get it. I get the feeling you have. I should probably say that. But we got to look at the baseball as a whole. The Detroit Lions, I mean, as much as we sucked, sorry, Mom, she hates when I say that, as much as we just gave up, so did the Detroit Tigers. What happened to them? They had a 15-point lead in July. They had a 9-point lead here just a month and a half ago. Cleveland wins. They lose. They are now, Detroit, with 1 in 9 in their last 10 games, are no longer the Central champs. It's Cleveland right now. What happened to Detroit?
Crazy collapse by the Tigers. Not only 1 in 9 in their last 10, but 5 and 16 in the month of September. Just absolute collapse from Detroit. It's been awful. It's crazy too. The Guardians leading our division right now. Detroit and Cleveland play again today. Cleveland with a -2 run differential on the season, and they're winning the division.
Well, look at the whole division. Other than Detroit, who is a +66, Kansas City is a +1.
Yep.
We're 101 down. The Sox are 101 down. As a division, we're not what we thought we were, are we? I mean, remember when we started this thing? It's going to be big. We'll be up there. We're not good.
No, we're not good. And it's crazy, like other divisions, right? Like Texas right now, the Rangers are +81 run differential on the season, and they are already eliminated from the playoffs via their 2-8 run in the last few matchups. Tampa Bay been eliminated for a week, +47. Boston fighting for their playoff lives, plus 114. So it's
Yeah.
pretty interesting how teams have overcome that run differential deal this year and just winning the right games.
Let me ask you this. What are your thoughts? Because it does not look, I mean, I guess Milwaukee could if they win out. I think they have enough games. No one getting to 100 wins.
Yeah. I mean,
is this league balanced out?
I don't know about balanced out, but I think this was the best case scenario for MLB commissioner and those in charge, because the big thing over the last 4 or 5 years especially has been like, how are, the salary cap, no salary cap makes it inequitable, and nobody can win if you're not in a big market, and blah, 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 blah. Well, we're seeing that be different this year. Seattle, one of the best teams, Cleveland and Detroit, even in Milwaukee and Miami looking like they have a chance to make the playoffs, the Diamondbacks. So, right, when you look at the league, it's still most of the top big city, big market teams that are competing, but the start to finish competitiveness between all the teams has been better this year, which I think is what the MLB wants.
I think it had a lot to do when they went with everybody plays everybody, right?
Yeah.
You don't get to just beat up on the bad guys in your division and play them 5-6 times. You got to play everybody the same number of times. So I think that brings the bottom up a little bit and it brings the top down a little bit. You're playing those guys, the other good teams, more often. So I think that leveled it out. Now, if I may, why does your generation have to ruin everything?
What do we ruin this time?
Starting next year, the robo-umpires are going to be a thing in the major leagues in baseball. Each team will get 2, what do you call them?
Challenges.
Challenges. Be either this doesn't come from the coaches, which I find interesting. The pitcher, the catcher, and or the batter can call them, and for the challenge. And we're going to have 4 challenges every game now. Just put it in. We're going to challenge it. That's what's going to happen.
Why is this bad, Al? Listen.
Because it's baseball. We've been using umpires since, 1776. They signed the Declaration of Independence, and, Franklin went out and did a ball game. It's okay that sometimes they get them wrong. By the way, the number was 96% is their accuracy rate, 94%. They're wrong 6% of the time.
No, I agree, and that's kind of why I like the challenge system, because 2 challenges, 2 balls and strikes in a baseball game is not very much. These challenges are going to be quick. They're going to be it's going to be very black and white, and managers, batters, pitchers, whatever, you're going to have to pick your spots, if you're challenging pitchers no one's challenging pitchers in the first 7 innings of the game, probably. These are all going to be saved for late game situations when it really, really matters, which is what I like about this.
So why not just set up the radar or whatever you got to do, so that the pitch comes in, the machine will tell you balls or strikes. It doesn't matter. Get the ump out of it.
We still want the human element and the umpire thing that you're talking about. But in key situations at the end of games, we want to be able to challenge the calls and get it right. So I think for most of the game, we're not looking to go to robots for balls and strikes for the whole game. But in situations, we wanted to get it right. And it adds a cool strategical factor for managers, baseball, pitchers, all that, for picking the time that is most beneficial to your team to make these challenges.
This is like your team. This is like your age group that ruined bowling, where now it's night bowling with weird lights and neon balls and all that. You guys got to stop, okay?
You don't like NFL challenges?
No,
those are bad too?
I don't mind one, because, again, if you get it right, okay. I have a hard time with saving your timeouts. You get down to the last, I got 3 timeouts left, and they're kicking the last second field goal, so you freeze them with 3 straight timeouts. That crap's got to stop. It's like basketball, the NBA. You get the last 2.5 minutes, that's a half-hour of basketball.
Yeah.
It's got to, I don't like that. I don't like the way they spread them out. No, actually, I would rather an umpire for football would be in the booth, and if he's watching the game the way I'm watching the game and he says, I think there's something there, I think the ref should be able to call it. You say, all from the booth.
I just want to get the stuff right, get the calls right, get everything right, get as right as possible.
Then set up the electronics and just let the ball either go in the square or not. I got to fly. I love you, Spinny. Appreciate you a ton.
Thanks, Al. Appreciate you.
Pick it up. Hard Headed Sports, wherever you get your podcasts.